Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good
Is my voice is clear?
Yeah, sir.
Yes, sir, clear.
Yeah. So my call was rescheduled,
Yes,
so
sir.
that's why I connected now itself. I thought I will connect 6 o'clock, but call is rescheduled. Fine. So everything is going fine, right? With the system. I'm seeing the screenshot in group always. So use the same colors, right? As I mentioned, don't use different colors. Don't use different font size. Amar, so in your screenshot, there should be some perfect things should be modified. In your screenshot, the paragraph is not responsive, and then Satvik, you also, the paragraph is not responsive. Amar,
Okay, fine.
Satvik, okay, just check other screenshot, like check same Satvik, but Satvik did some other pages are without responsive thing, right? And
Sir, I
Soumya,
will
you
check
also,
it and log in with it.
Soumya, you also check your page. Okay, it's not responsive, and then your color combinations is not good. Background you're using blue, and then purple color you're using for heading, and then green color is for text with blue background. It's not combining properly. So if you're using dark background, in the sense, use light colors. If you're using light background, in the sense, use dark colors. Then you need to use the same color which is present inside your college web page. Don't use different colors, right?
Okay, sir.
So everyone keep it in your mind. So while taking the review, these things will be placed, right? So even your training HR also will review these pages. Just she will go through these pages, okay, to analyze your performance. Clear? Right. So today I will explain about the header section. How we are going to design the header for our specific page. Okay. So what is header? What is header?
Of the page.
Navigation of the
Page.
application. So not page, application, like navigation center of the application. Okay. So where we can able to make the navigations for our other pages in our application. Okay. So the header will be in the two format, like not two format, like two different areas, like in landing pages. Okay. So landing pages in the sense in home pages. Okay. So in home pages, header will be in the top. That is called simply as a header. Okay. So this is this one, and then this one. Okay. My screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So you can see the proper header. So with specific logo, and then specific hyperlinks. Okay. And then some other buttons and anything you can keep it as per your requirement. Okay. So in landing pages, this thing is called as landing pages, like home pages. Okay. So in landing pages, technically we will call these pages as landing pages. Okay. So while working, technically we will call these pages landing pages. So in this landing page, the header always will be, the navigation will be always placed in the top header. Okay. Coming to the dashboards. Okay. For example, inside dashboard for web app, web-based applications, not mobile-based applications. Okay. So we are going to design web-based applications only, not mobile-based things. Okay. So web-based applications, the dashboards will be having the navigation things in the sidebar mostly. Okay. Mostly it will be placed in the left side corner. It will be placed in the left side corner. Some of the applications, like different kinds of uniqueness they want to give, in the sense they'll be pasting the dashboard navigation in the header itself. Okay. Otherwise they will be placing in the right side sometimes. Okay. For different perspective. Okay. But mostly the navigation things will be present inside the sidebar. That means left side mostly. Inside dashboard, I'm telling, not outside the dashboard. Outside dashboard means always it will be pasted at the top, like navigation bars, headers. Clear? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me tell you how can we execute this header perspective. Okay. Same case. So we'll be using one tag. Okay, the tag I have not explained in the HTML. So I'm going to explain the tag here. Okay. So the tag name is simply nav tag. Tag name is simply nav tag. So nav tag is used for mainly navigation purpose. Mainly navigation purpose to design navigation buttons. Okay. So within this navigation, we can make a simply thing called class. So here the class name is navbar. Here the class name is navbar. So navbar in the sense this simply this header. Okay, with including logo and then other hyperlinks, buttons, anything. Okay, this entire thing is called as navbar. Okay, here also we are having that structure based within like column MD, column LG, like we are having right medium based columns, large based columns. Okay, so like that for navbar also to make in the responsive thing, to make in the proper view. Okay, that for that purpose we are having expand property. So navbar hyphen expand property. Okay, so this expand property can be maximum all the time, it will be LG. Okay, then in this case automatically it will stretch for all kind of devices which is larger than laptop screen or PC screen. Okay, some monitors will be having large screens, right? So monitors will be having large screen, some view will be large. Okay, so in that case navbar expand LG will be properly fit for the specific header. Okay, in mobile view it won't work. Expand LG it won't work always. Okay, mobile view the navbar will be the different case. We will be adding additional things to design the proper navbar in mobile view. Okay, mobile view also some other small kind of devices also. But in tablet, iPad, everything this kind of expand property will work always fine, right? So now after adding this, what we need to do in the sense, so what are the things available in this header? I'm going to design like this same. What are the
So
things?
the company name, page name, and the features, principal. And
Are you able to hear me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Right. So what are the things available in this header?
logo on the website name and the features of the page and login page, login about.
Okay, I'm asking about this header, Jogo header. Are you able to see this Jogo screen, right? So here we are having the product Jogo CRM product. It's a common logo of Jogo. They have included CRM name additionally. Okay. So I'm going to place the logo and then I'm going to place this hyperlinks. Okay, buttons it's not needed. Button anyway you can place it if you want. So I'm going to place this hyperlinks as well as this drop downs, as well as this drop down. So everything is available. Drop down is a separate component which will be encoding within this header. Okay, and we can use it separately also. Drop down properties. Okay, first we will place this logo and then this specific single hyperlinks. Then we will go for this headers drop down perspective things. Okay, now how can I add the logo? How can I add the logo specifically in the sense? First, we can define that container or container things so that it will be better to view. Okay, always use container or container field as per your requirement. Okay, for each section, for each component, you can use this container content field thing as per your design pattern. Okay, in your website. Okay, so now what is the main thing in the sense? When you are clicking this logo, okay, where it is going? It is going home page of the product. Am I right? Sir, no.
Sir,
So
yes,
then in
sir.
this
Yes,
case,
yes.
I need to place this logo as hyperlinks. That means anchor tag. I need to use it as anchor tag. So hyperlink, simply I'm just taking anything, and then here the class name is main class name navbar hyphen brand. Okay, why they have mentioned as brand? Okay, why the property written who written the CSS property for this Bootstrap? Why he mentioned brand in the sense logo, meaning brand logo, brand icon. Okay, so that's why the class name is they have defined itself navbar brand. Okay, so within this anchor tag I can use image to represent my logo, image to my represent my logo, specific things. Okay, so let me use source attribute. So what are the files we're having? Download.jpg. Okay, we are having only one thing. Let me use the same thing instead of downloading it, new one. Okay, I'm going to our page, just refreshing the screen. You can see the image is embed, right? So I'm going to decrease the width of the specific image. Width, I'm just taking it as 200. Height, I'm just making to proper header height like 60 or 50. So automatically it will be embed. Okay, you can see now the logo is properly placed in the header. Okay, understood now? Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
No, right? Okay, so now how can I place this specific hyperlinks, navigation links in the sense using unordered list? Using unordered list. Okay, where I will be using the unordered list in the sense within the container, within the navbar nav tag. So use unordered list. Use unordered list. The class for unordered list. So unordered list, how it will display initially without using any property. In HTML, how it will display?
Vertical, sir.
Vertical,
One by one.
right? Vertically it will display. So, but I want here horizontally. Am I right?
Yes.
I want here horizontally. So for that, they have written property using the class name called navbar hyphen nav. For the property navbar hyphen nav. So automatically it will be represent in the horizontal manner. For individual list, we are having the class called nav hyphen item. Navigation items. That means like home, about us, and anything. Okay. So if I click home, it should go for home page. If I click about us, it should go for about us page. So for that, always I need to use the hyperlinks. So within the link tag, use hyperlinks. And then for this hyperlink, the class name is nav hyphen link. Okay, why means for font size and font color, they have used this specific nav link, right? So make it home because if I'm not using class, how the anchor tag will display? What type of display will be present in the anchor tags? So now, if I'm not using any additional property, what is the default display of anchor tag?
With an underline.
With underline
That
and
would
blue color or purple
blue
color,
color.
right? To avoid those things, this nav link property is overridden for that removing of underline as well as colors, right? So that's it. Now just copy. This is one list item. Copy for next things. Like I'm just making it as about us, and then services. Simply I'm just making 4 things look like contact us. Okay. Now you can see simply in our page, 4 things are placed. Are you able to see it in the right hand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So automatically it's pointing the mouse pointer. So it is a hyperlink, right? So now this is web view. This is web view. Am I right? I'm going for mobile view. Just going for mobile view. Okay. So you can see in mobile view whether it will display like this. Anywhere you have seen like this. Whether in mobile view, what are the things will display in the header?
Logo.
Logo,
And now,
and then
Nav.
that navigation, how it will display?
It's
Whether it
like,
will
Three
display
dots.
like this.
like a button, sir. When we click on that, this will display on the screen. It's
Yep.
like a button.
Symbol
So
as
the
for
exact thing is we'll be having one 3 lines button, right? Horizontal
Yes.
3 line, like horizontal lines, or else
Hamburger.
3 dot buttons, right? Horizontally or vertically, we'll be having that 3 dot buttons. When you're clicking that button, the navigation things will be open, right? Header part contents will be open. When you again click that, it will close. Simply, it's a hide and show thing. Simply, it's a hide and show thing. Yes, right? Am I correct? Okay. I will show
Yes,
in
sir.
the Jogo itself. For example, I'm going to inspect for mobile view in Jogo case. Okay. You can see in Jogo case what is happening. The navigation they have disabled, I think so, but here it is present at the downwards. You can see they have made it downwards as a fixed one. Okay, so like this, three. You can take it, this icons from anywhere, Google itself or image itself. You can take it and you can place it. Okay, but in default, Bootstrap is having this icon with black and white combination. With black and white combination. So I'm going to use that icon to make this specific header into responsive manner, right? Now, how I can use this in the sense in case of button tag. In case of button tag, so that icon is used for the performance called toggle functionality called toggle. So toggle will be used everywhere in Bootstrap. Most of the times, like 60% of the components will be using toggle functionality. So toggle in the sense hide and show, open and close. That is simply called as toggling activity, toggling functionality. Okay. So toggle in the sense simply open and close, hide and show. That's a simple case of toggle activity. Okay. So here we are using same toggler icon with the class called navbar hyphen toggler. Navbar hyphen toggler. Okay, so with this we'll be using the icon. Okay, so the icon we can use it with span tag because other tags will be having default property, but span is not having any default property. So directly using span, I can include that toggler icon. Toggler icon, this is a class name. So with this class name, they have included the background image from the bootstrap.css file. I will show you. Okay, you can see they have included with the URL method file. Okay, inbuilt file from the Bootstrap. Okay, you can include. So this is their format. You can include the image format in anything. This is like online format. They have included from the online things, right? So you can use any other one of, you can download it and then you can keep it in your folder and then you can link that URL image inside this specific path. That's your wish. Okay, if I want red color, it will be black and white default because image color we can't able to change. So if you want a different color image in the sense like Jogo, you want red color background, some other colors in the sense, you can ask your graphic designer team to design that, or else you can download it from Google, or else you can download it from any official website of your college, your company, working organization things. Okay, as per your requirement. Okay, mostly every images will be done by graphic designing team. Okay, so they will only do that things and then they will give us to you to use it in our web pages as per our requirement. Okay, so now you can see toggler icon will displaying here. Yes, right? They will see this,
Yes, sir.
right? But this also displaying. My content also displaying, right? How to hide this? How to display only in the web view? How to hide in the mobile view in the sense? We need to use one property called collapse property. We need to use one property called collapse property. So collapse in the sense collapsing the navbar unordered list items whenever the device with changes. Whenever the device with changes. Okay. So for that, we need to have one div class called navbar hyphen collapse. This is a navbar collapse class name. you need to use one more thing called collapse. This is official, like basic collapse class name. This is basic collapse class name. So within this div, you need to have this unordered list. Within this div, you need to have this unordered list. Okay, so now you can see it will be in hidden manner in the view. Sorry, mobile view. Are you able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So now I'm trying to click this. Whether anything is opening, anything is showing here?
No, 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 sir.
No. Right. So I want to do some activity. I want to do some activity here. Okay. So for that, already Bootstrap is having some JavaScript property by using attributes. By using external attribute. That means additional attribute which is not present in HTML itself. Okay. So using that attribute, by creating that attributes, Bootstrap has written some JavaScript property to perform that toggle activity, hide and show activity, open and close activity. Okay. So where I need to place the toggle attributes in the sense here in toggle area, toggle functionality area. So the attribute name is data hyphen bs, bs in the sense bootstrap hyphen toggle hyphen toggle. Okay. So here I need to give one value. The value will be which thing I'm going to toggle here. Which thing I'm going to toggle here. So I'm going to toggle the collapse. I'm going to toggle the collapse. So value will be collapse. Okay, for this component, for this design, we are going to toggle the collapse navbar content, collapsed navbar content. Okay, one case. Okay, so in single web page, there will be multiple collapse. Am I right? Sir, no. In single web page, there will be multiple collapse. Not only in header, collapse will be using not only in header, we'll be using some other component also, like accordion component is there. There also will be using that collapse. Okay, but I want to toggle this specific collapse component. How I can do that?
Giving the ID, sir.
Giving the ID.
ID.
Why ID?
Because ID will be specific now, sir.
ID will be
Specific.
ID will be specific, but we can use the same ID for two components. That also it's possible, right? ID is unique, so we can use ID. But ID is a not only used for single component, not like that. We can use multiple components, but all the properties, same properties will be applied for multiple components. Okay, but in this case, here we need to use the ID instead of class to target the specific components. Okay, so ID, how can I use in the sense where I can use in the sense to our collapse? Use ID. I'm just using like now underscore something like call collapse. Okay, COLL collapse. Okay, so I need to target this ID using the attribute called data hyphen bs hyphen target. Okay, so how we will represent the ID name?
With hash symbol.
With hash symbol. Now hyphen call. This is my ID. Okay, so now whenever I'm going to click this toggle icon, automatically this collapse component will be hide and show in your mobile view. Okay, that's it. You can see now, just refreshing the screen, clicking the component. Maybe let me add it. Toggle collapse call. Sorry, I used hyphen, right? That's it. Okay, now you can see, right? So now I'm clicking that specific thing is showing, and then when I'm again clicking second time, it is hiding automatically. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Clear everyone? Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
So in web view, there will be one simple change. So your components, that contents will be in the come to right side because of that collapse. Okay. Again, I want to move it in the right end. In the sense, you can mention the margin left property. That means simply your margin start. Here in Bootstrap, the class name is margin start. Okay, where I need to mention in the sense here inside the unordered list, margin start auto. So auto in the sense left side will be having space automatically till the content. So right side the content will be moved. Right side content will be moved. You can see, right? So this is how you can able to make the changes. And then for navbar you can give background color as per your requirement, as per your college web page. Okay. So we can use double navbars with different classes, different class names, two unique class names. To increase and decrease margin also you can do it. Okay. So now drop down is pending. So drop down component I will explain in the tomorrow morning session. Right. So till now try to implement this header also including your grid system. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine, right? Any other doubt? Any doubts you're having? So you need to do how you need to implement in the sense how I explain the structure. Okay, so don't copy the code from first line. Okay, like this one, this one, this one, like that. Don't copy it. Okay, how I explain the steps, how I have designed it. Okay, the same way you do it. Then only you can able to understand how it is working. What are the class names we need to use, where we need to use, where we need to write the code. Then only you can able to understand. Clear? So try to do step by step. Don't do line by line. Okay, step by step is different, line by line is different. Clear? So don't copy by watching the recordings, don't copy directly. Right? Avoid those copy things as of now. Okay, later on you can copy if you're experienced. Right? So don't copy now. Clear?
Yes.
That's the only thing I want to tell you. Fine. Others are too silent, but I don't know you are working or not. So in review, I can able to understand who are all working, who are all not working. Right? Fine. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.